All right, we're gonna have some fun with this. So this tire was down around 10 PSI, okay? Just like we put this train into emergency. So this air pump is just like the Gardner Denver air compressor behind the locomotive's prime mover, that big old diesel, that 38,000 pounder. Got 90 pounds of air in that. We'll call that my equalizing reservoir. And right here we've got the main reservoirs that are either above the top of the fuel tank or behind the fuel tank, like them old GE chugga lugs. And we're going to call this my automatic brake valve. Right now it's in 100% lap. Actually, it's in emergency. We're going to have to pull that back into the full release on the service quadrant. And since my car's air tanks are freaking empty, this 90 pounds, which is not cutout pressure is about 130 or 140 depending on what territory you're running in. That's actually quite a bit less. That's about probably 65% of what that tank should have in it if it's full. So we've already got short air tanks on the engine, and we got empty air tanks on the cars. Put another 2 ounces of sealer in there. So the beads did pop, but they popped in one location. This is an old loose bead. So let me pull my service quadrant into full release and dump all this reservoir air into the train line and see where the pressure equalizes at down there on the gauge and see if these beads pop in. All right, here we go. You get to watch. Just heard it snap. Pop! There it went. All right, now my conductor and the brakeman we brought along just set a whole bunch of handbrakes, so we're good. We've equalized at 38 pounds per square inch gauge. The emergency portion of the car tanks and the service portion of the car tanks are both at 38 pounds. So unless this thing is thrown back into emergency again, we're going to get 71% of 38 pounds for braking effort. So we need handbrakes. So it's in full release, and we're going to leave it there. We're going to ignore the fact that that's kind of backwards, but that's okay. And we're going to let that Gardner Denver start pumping up that red main reservoir. That red main reservoir needle ought to start coming up on the dash. The equalizing reservoir should be tracking at 38, and the white brake pipe should be sitting about 36 or 37. So we got 88 pounds, we got 90 pounds. We're gonna hit 100 pounds. Since I don't want to blow the plug out of that tire, we're going to stop at 102 pounds, and I'm going to pull this thing back into full release again. And we're going to allow the air to go back in that tire. Actually, that's a little bit too much. Probably going to blow the plug out. 65. That's too much. But the damn thing's holding, and I can't believe it. Equalized at 62 PSI. So at this point, even though it would be ill-advised unless there was a real reason not to wait on it, if you just had to get underway, although it would be illegal to do so, you'd have, there it goes, you hear it leaking? There it goes. Yep, did you see it? All right, there it goes. We're going to let that go till the pressure drops. And I just made a hell of a mess, fucker. All right. So it just sealed. Did you see how that happened? I'm actually going to put this embarrassing shit on the internet. It's fortuitous. It's embarrassing. Look at the freaking mess I just made. I got to clean all this shit up in like 6 minutes. But it's my mess. I own it. I pay rent for it. So I guess I'll be the one to complain about it. So I'm going to get another rag just like this one with some soap, and I'm going to fix this. I'm going to post this.